Okay, so mobile games, the games we all grew up playing, whether it was on our iPods, our tablets, or our phones. Before the era of TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, mobile games were the best way to kill some time while also having fun. I spent countless hours playing mobile games, and today we're ranking the 12 best mobile games that we all grew up playing. Alright, here we go. Starting off with Angry Birds, possibly the most iconic mobile game of all time, Angry Birds truly changed the mobile game scene. Coming out with the original game in 2009 and seeing a huge success, this game was always super fun to play. Whether it was Angry Birds 1, Angry Birds Space, Angry Birds Rio, or one of the many spin-offs of the original, everyone always had a good time hitting the green pigs and causing chaos and havoc. Such a fun game, truly a mobile game classic. Next we have Jetpack Joyride, possibly my favorite of them all. Jetpack Joyride was always so much fun to play. Whether it was the chaos of flying around on a jetpack, the satisfaction of collecting coins, or the different power-ups you could collect, there was always something crazy happening, and you couldn't truly take your eyes off it for a second. A super addicting game to play, another mobile game classic. Next up is Bloons Tower Defense 5, a truly fun game to play with so many different characters and defense towers to choose from. BTD 5 is truly unforgettable. Whether you want a casual playing experience or you wanted to test your abilities on harder levels, this game had so much to offer and it really made you be strategic with what you chose to use. Great selection of maps to choose from, towers to use, and characters to unlock. A truly great game, Bloons Tower Defense 5 is an unforgettable game. Next is Temple Run, a staple in the endless runner genre. Temple Run was the game you'd play when you wanted to see which of your friends could survive the longest. Probably one of the reasons why we swipe so much today is because of this game, and it was honestly revolutionary for its time. The graphics weren't anything special, but the audio component was great and the world you had to play in was sick. I love this game and it truly was such a good time. Next is Cut the Rope. Cut the Rope was one of the first puzzle solving games I really got into. The different levels it had to offer were great and you really had to use your brain to try and get the candy in the Om Nom's mouth. I enjoyed it, but it did get kind of repetitive after a while. All in all, it was a fun game to play. Next is Fruit Ninja, another mobile game classic. Fruit Ninja was ahead of its time. Getting combos was so satisfying, swiping all over the place during a frenzy was so much fun, and it really did seem like an interactive experience. I definitely hit a few bombs every now and then, but slicing the different kinds of fruit in this game was always a blast. I also think the game did a great job with customization, as there were several different blades to choose from. All in all, Fruit Ninja was a great game to play as a kid, and it's another mobile game classic. Next is Subway Surfers. Subway Surfers is sort of a meme nowadays, but back in the day it was one of the best games available on the market. It was so colorful, so cheerful, so joyful, and its vibrance is probably what kept me hooked for so many years. I love the different cities you could visit, the letters you could collect to make words, and how you actually had to pay attention to make sure you didn't smack a train head on. Jake and his crew will never be forgotten, as this game is truly unforgettable. Next is Flappy Bird. What is there to say about Flappy Bird that hasn't already been said? This game was so frustratingly annoying to play, and it seemed like it was always rigged against you. I might just be salty because I never got a huge high score on this game, but it was removed from the App Store for a reason. It's an error-defining game for mobile games, but for all the wrong reasons, so it gets its own special ranking at the bottom of this tier list. Next is Crossy Road. Crossy Road is one of those old-school endless platformers that we all used to try and get high scores on. While it was nothing special and oftentimes annoying because things would come out of virtually nowhere to hit you, it was rewarding when you're on a hot streak and simply would not get hit. I had some good runs on this game and I would definitely come back to it to see if I still have the skills to play it. Even though it could be annoying, it certainly was rewarding. Next is Geometry Dash, probably the most cursed platformer on the App Store. Geometry Dash was a wildly challenging game of trying to make it to the finish line before getting absolutely obliterated by the things standing in your way. It had an awesome soundtrack and levels designed to go alongside that soundtrack, so even if you were stuck, you had some help getting past those tough levels. I've certainly raged while playing this game, but beating a level you're stuck on is a great feeling. Truly annoying, but truly rewarding. Next we have Minecraft Pocket Edition. Minecraft Pocket Edition was truly revolutionary. It came out in 2011 in what was probably the peak of my Minecraft obsession, and I could not stop playing this game whenever I was on a road trip, visiting friends and family, or literally anywhere where I didn't have my Xbox. While the controls weren't the greatest at launch, it was still so much fun to play, and I still have it downloaded on my phone to this day. Truly a mobile game classic. And last but not least is Candy Crush. Candy Crush is infamous for how annoying and frustrating it can be, but honestly I enjoyed playing it on the bus or at school or when I had nothing better to do. Candy Crush's microtransactions certainly didn't help the game's image, and thankfully I never paid for extra lives in the game. All in all, it was annoying at times, but definitely rewarding. And there you have it, we've ranked the 12 best mobile games that we all grew up with. This video truly is a trip down memory lane, as I haven't played some of these games for years and they're just sitting there on my phone. Regardless, I love making this video and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. Let me know what you think down below and I'll catch you next time.